Hey everyone, welcome to 5 More Minutes, the show where two friends relive their childhoods, or in some cases, learn about everything they missed out on. I'm Kendra.
And I'm Scott.
I was wondering if you had updates on getting your new printer.
Oh, so I had to go through the whole process to send it back because when I unpackaged it, it had a warped bed plate, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So luckily, returns through Amazon are super easy because you basically just bring it to the UPS place and they take it. Okay. And then so we got refunded and then we went to buy it again. And now it won't arrive until February 25th.
That's dumb.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So I don't know. On hindsight, maybe it would have been better to do what Sawyer had said. He's like, you could keep it and just order a new plate and a heat unit or whatever and just switch it out. But where I was like, well, I mean, it's from Amazon. They do good returns. So I could just switch it out and not worry about it. But then they're like, yeah, not coming till the end of February. And not only that, we were like, okay, well, then maybe we'll just go buy it from the normal site now and see if it gets here first. And they don't even have any units available. So.
Oh, the last time I looked, they did, but I think they were all on sale for like the new year or something. Because I looked at them because I was like, should I buy one? And then I was like, no, you should save money.
Well, and even when we were looking at them around Christmas, they had them available, but you had to ship them from China.
Yeah, but then after that, they didn't, because when I looked at them the last time, it was ships from US available. So it must have been in like the time frame where you were looking at them from. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, that's weird. Scott said that you couldn't, so they must have like gotten more in stock like after you ordered yours. Was it the version 2 or the version 1 or the Pro?
The Pro.
I was looking at the version 2, so maybe this one. Well, it says that they have them in stock now. Are you sure? Ships from US.
It says that, but then by the time you get to like checkout, it just gave me a message. It's like, no product available.
Oh, I don't really know what the difference between the Pro and the 2 or the 3 version 2 is. I don't think there's that much difference.
Plus, I already went through the thing and it's coming through Amazon, so we kind of just sealed it.
Version 2,
I'm at the mercy.
The version 2 is more expensive, but maybe because the other one is the original Pro and it hasn't had any upgrades.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's like a little bigger or something too.
I don't know. Anyways.
Who knows? So unfortunately, I can't print anything for a while.
That's depressing. I designed some, I wanted to reprint my D20 because when I sanded it down to get it even, the numbers on the bottom are a little bit thin in some places. So if I end up having to sand those ones more from like my mold's kind of wearing out, then like my 17 on one is like almost completely gone. So I have to like discount that set. So I redid those, redid the files and printed them. But then a lot of dice makers are doing this thing where they print blanks that are like a couple millimeters smaller than their dice are, and then you can put like, you can paint them. There's no numbers on them. They're small enough to fit inside your molds for your regular dice, so it's kind of like a 2-step process. But
and then you just fill the outside part.
Yeah, or like some of the methods that like can sometimes cause cure inhibition, because like the Petri ones where the ink drips down, sometimes those ones cause cure inhibition. So you could basically do it in 2 steps and not have to worry about that because you're just putting a normal clear layer on the outside. So since I was printing things, I decided to print those 2 because hopefully, since I decided I shouldn't coach, even though then the English teacher was like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, I don't know. I don't talk to you. I didn't even know that you officially got hired for the coaching job until like after it was too late to apply.
Yeah.
Because I knew she interviewed for it, but she was like, well, maybe I can get like a stipend and you can volunteer a couple days a week. And I was like, I could do that. But anyways, I need to like ramp up the dice making production,
Production needs to
and then
up.
all summer it's going to be like a 9 to 5, except for the like 10 hours a week that I do podcast stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But also I spent like $150 on like face stuff. Did I tell you about that?
face stuff.
Yeah, like I need to move this. It doesn't look like I'm looking at Jesus. I bought this like kit for dry skin that's like has like face wash. There's like a 3-step process for the morning and the evening because my skin gets like really dry and then it's like flaky. And literally like the next day after I'd only used it once, I was like, I didn't know what it was like to not have dry skin. And this is amazing.
There you go.
It's supposed to last a while and it was discounted because it was as a kit and I had a coupon code because I have this thing installed in my browser that searches for coupon codes.
Nice.
But it's like great. It's from youth to the people. And it's all like vegan and cruelty free and so there's like they were on the Uneducated podcast last year. I literally wanted to buy this for like a year before I did. Talking about their company because they're like cousins or brothers or something, and like their family owns some like company based in LA, but they wanted to like make their own company. I don't know. But anyways, so there's like two different lists. There's like FDA approved ingredients, and then there's like some globally approved ingredients. It's like smaller because some FDA approved stuff is still kind of sketchy, I guess. So it's using like the smaller list of what's approved.
Okay.
But my face has never felt so hydrated.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's all like weird stuff. It's like kombucha toner and like triple berry oil tonic something. I don't know.
Triple berry.
One of them says like kale, like it's very, very,
green.
Yes.
Green, friendly, good for the environment, healthy.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all should check it out if you've got dry skin. Well, they have different ones for each. They have like different ones, for how your face is. There's like an oily one, there's combo one,
I'm gonna need something because apparently after we had COVID, one of the newer symptoms that's emerging is like super dry skin. Because I've like never had my skin as dry as it is right now. It's crazy.
It's weird.
So I've been going through some lotions and some crap like that. It's annoying.
You should get food. What was it called? I don't remember. It was some weird stuff I ordered. I'll look up in between, and it was like really good.
The lotion I got right now is
Skin Food.
Oh, I have heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that before.
Yeah,
I might have some of that.
Well, I'm depresso that you can't 3D printo.
I know. I was gonna get ready to start designing some stuff up and seeing what I can make, but
how dare you?
Now I can't.
Now it's gonna set you back even further on your Buster Sword.
I know, right? We're years out on that now. Ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess since we have some stuff planned for the end of the episode, we can kind of jump in early.
Oh yeah.
So usually when I have an episode I need to fall back on and prepare in a slightly shorter amount of time, I usually go to Dragon Ball. So we're going to continue our Dragon Ball Z journey. You can see Goku's hair on Kendra's head over there. So
oh yeah.
She's prepared. Yeah, he's hiding. He's lurking back there.
Yeah, I do need to find some pictures that are specifically offset, I guess.
Yeah. So do you have any recollection of where we ended last time? Do you have any memories or are they still pretty fuzzy?
I remember us. I don't remember if this was the last episode or the episode before. Are they with the Frieza guy?
They are. They are on the same planet as Frieza.
Starts with an N.
Namek, yes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. You're remembering. Just to give kind of a quick refresher. So after their endeavors as part of the Saiyan saga, they all came to Namek to look for the Dragon Balls because this is the race of people that make them. They're very carefully trying to
show more of Goku.
Show more of Goku.
And still be able to reach the mouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're all on Namek. Namek has Dragon Balls too, so everyone wants them. Frieza's army is there, a whole bunch of henchmen. Why do you have a little hat? You look like a little Abu from Aladdin with your tiny little hat.
I am.
What does it say on it? Zoom?
I don't know. Probably.
It must. It's one of the sponsored ones, I guess. Wow. So we're on Namek. Vegeta is running around trying to get the Dragon Balls. So you're on the first slide in there.
I am, yeah.
Solid beret. So one of the first things he does on Namek was that he found his little self-proclaimed rival, which is this purple guy named QE.
QE.
Yep. Long story short, Vegeta's stronger than he was before, so he decides to destroy him and get him out of his life. And while Vegeta's wandering around looking for the Dragon Balls and kind of trying to beat Frieza to them, slide number 2 has one of the henchmen he comes up against, Dodoria, who's the pink, the pink spiky guy. Vegeta is also able to fight and beat him. So he's racking up kind of a body count at this point.
Oh, snap.
And then Krillin and Gohan are also on the planet with Bulma, coming for the same reasons, trying to get the Dragon Balls to fix some of the problems from, Vegeta and Nappa, Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu. Who else is all dead? Yep. People are dead. So they're trying to find a way to bring them back to life. That's like the whole zombies. Yep. They're going to come back as zombies. Oh, and yeah, Yamcha, Piccolo, Tien is really...
I couldn't remember enough of where we were to find backgrounds that might match the next thing until you started asking me questions.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I was like, who's going to be included? And then I couldn't think of anything.
Everyone kind of makes an appearance at some point. But since Krillin and Gohan are there, they save the little green Namekian boy named Dende, who's the other picture there. So they also have him with them that they're trying to protect. And the whole time they are laying low, they're concealing their power levels so no one knows they're there because they can see how strong Frieza and all of his armies are. So no bueno.
No está bien.
No está bien. Where we left off as far as Vegeta is concerned, he has a few Dragon Balls in his possession now. He has hidden them in a cute little pocket of the ocean underwater so people can't find them. And he'll come back for them later.
And is he always a bad guy?
No, he wouldn't. Even by the end of today, we'll kind of be getting some trades here. But right now, his goals are pretty selfish right now. He wants the Dragon Balls to wish for like immortality and power.
You should read some Emily Dickinson poems.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not too interested in that, but you never know. Yep. Okay, so now that they have Dende with him, Krillin and Gohan are able to kind of get a little more information on planet Namek. He's telling them some secrets about Namek. They have village elders here that are kind of, their head leaders, the most powerful Namekians. And this one that they're talking about is named Guru. And it turns out that he is the grand elder that had created the Dragon Balls. So he knows everything about them.
Snap.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Guru.
Like guru?
Yeah, like Guru.
Oh.
Yep.
Is he a guru?
He is a guru of the Dragon Balls. And so then Krillin decides to take a chance and go to Guru with Dende to see what they can find out about the Dragon Balls and how they might be able to get an upper hand. And
an upper ball, if you will.
An upper ball. They would love to have at least one ball in their hand, potentially two. So we'll see what they can do about that.
All right. Yeah. I'm here for that.
Meanwhile, Vegeta is starting to suspect that they are here. Things are kind of lining out to where he's like, okay, I'm pretty sure they're here meddling around somewhere, but he doesn't know where and he can't really afford to figure it out yet.
Vegeta?
Yes. Because he doesn't want Krillin and Gohan to get the Dragon Balls either. He wants them all for himself. So it's like greedy
greedy little ball whore.
Greedy little ball whore. It's like a 3-way ball war right now. It's Frieza's army wants the balls, Vegeta wants the balls, and Krillin and Gohan want the balls.
You don't want to know what I just pictured in my head.
Oh, let your imagination run wild.
All right.
Okay. So
fanfic, here we go.
Don't go down that road, man. Dangerous things await. Okay. So now that Vegeta has disposed of Dodoria, Frieza's other lackey, slide number 3 on the left, is named Zarbon. And he's kind of this cyan skinned, fierce, long.
Is he like leaning against his cape? What is he doing?
In this picture, he had just landed from flying, so he's being very dramatic.
With his arms crossed?
Yep.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. He's a little flashy. He likes beauty and flashy things, and he's kind of a prima donna.
Okay.
Just a little background. So he's waiting for Dodoria to come back, and he's like, what the heck? He should have been back by now. I don't know what the problem is. He should have no problem defeating Vegeta. And since he's not returned, Frieza becomes impatient, and he sends Zarbon out to search planet Namek for more villages. He wants those Dragon Balls now. So his goal is also to wish for immortality, because he's already very powerful. So if he can live forever and not be killed, he can pretty much do whatever he wants, which he loves.
I mean, we all could.
Mm-hmm. And during this time, our good buddies that died in the last arc, Piccolo, Yamcha, Vegeta, Tien, and Chaozu here, are going to King Kai's planet to train like Goku did in the Saiyan arc. So they're trying to get stronger now too. And it's noted that they're going to receive the same training as Goku, only tougher. So they're going to try to get really strong. And that's really all you have to know about that.
Okay.
Yep. They are able to telepathically communicate with Goku because King Kai has that ability. And they update Goku and be like, hey, situation's pretty bad on Namek. There's tons of strong evil dudes with Frieza's army. They're more powerful than Vegeta even. So you got to get over there, because guess what? Gohan and Krillin are there, and it's just a giant mess.
Why do they all have halos?
Because they're dead.
But then how are they talking to them?
Telepathic. Well, remember when Goku was dead and he went down Snake Way to train with King Kai?
Uh-huh.
They're doing the same thing.
Oh.
And King Kai is kind of like a god, for lack of a better term. So he kind of oversees this portion of the universe. So he's able to telepathically communicate with people and use his powers like that.
I see.
Yep.
Let's analyze Emily Dickinson's, because I could not stop for death through the lens of Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know what that is, so I'll have to, I guess, figure that out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's a poem.
Well, yeah, I figured that, but I don't know too much what it's about.
Well, I took a whole class about Emily Dickinson's life because one of my professors was studying her.
Ah.
And when you're in grad school, your professors teach classes on the things they're studying and make you do all the work for them.
Funny how the delegation process works.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So during this time, King Kai tells Goku basically, hey, I don't know if Frieza is actually there, but Frieza is a super bad dude. He tells Goku never to go near Frieza, and he tells Goku that Frieza is the most powerful entity in their quadrant of the galaxy.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's not exactly a force to be trifled with. I guess he
and
uses the term
Frieza was
universe.
like the bad guy on Namek.
Yes, he is the commander of this whole army with all of these people they're fighting.
The people that live on Namek. So on Namek, is he a good guy?
No. Frieza and his army are not from here. They've come to Namek just to steal the balls, and they're like murdering villages and stuff. Yeah.
This candy cane is not good.
Is it stale?
Yeah, it's kind of bubbly and chewy.
Bubbly and chewy. Is it just a normal peppermint one?
Yep, I threw it away.
All right, good move.
Yeah. It's been sitting on my desk, so I thought I'd finally eat it.
Yeah, you got to give it a shot sometimes.
I could eat this Charms Cherry Blow Pop, but I don't think I want to.
Gotta save it. Okay. So back to Vegeta. Zarbon, flying around searching for Dodoria, finally finds Vegeta and confronts him. And it is a problem because Vegeta detects his force, and he is pretty powerful. They start fighting, and as things look initially, it looks like Vegeta has the upper hand. he is more powerful than Zarbon thought from his past training and experiences. So Zarbon warns Vegeta, hey, I can transform. So I can get more powerful. So you don't want to mess with me. And Vegeta doesn't really care. He welcomes the challenge. So then on slide 4,
He's
Zarbon,
like, square up.
Yeah, Zarbon transforms into an ugly lizard man.
Gross.
To show off his true power.
He looks like a Ninja Turtle mixed with a vampire, mixed with
a lot of things.
Who has green hair that we can?
The only green hair people I know are in like Fire Emblem.
Never seen it, but sure, let's say that. But the next crossover.
Yeah, that's a lot of things crossing.
Oh yeah.
So in this form, Zarbon is actually able to beat the hell out of Vegeta, unfortunately. So he beats him into the ground and leaves him for dead. He tosses him into the water, and he's like, all right, I'll go report back to Frieza. So slide 5 is after he has thoroughly kicked Vegeta's ass, and he's like, all right, my work is done here.
Why is he kneeling by him like that and like touching his back all like?
I think he's trying to figure out if he's like still alive.
Oh, why does he have so many jingles on his face?
He's fabulous. What do you mean? He's got some earrings, a nice little headband.
You should get something like that to wear to work.
Yeah. Not sure work is the best place for it, but I guess you never know. Oh, we changed our mind about the snack. Nice.
Sucker's not very good either.
Wow. You just
I made it a superhero though.
You did. Gave it a cape. You must not eat your sugar in a very timely manner. Must be getting old.
One of my students gave me this stuff before Christmas break.
Candy cane makes sense. I wouldn't think you'd just randomly buy a candy cane in January, but not doing it. Good. We're working through
them. Sad days.
Yep. Okay, so Zarbon returns to Frieza with news of his victory, but Frieza tells him, hey, I need Vegeta. Go get him back, and we'll heal him because he has information that we need. Frieza has figured out that Vegeta hid a Dragon Ball, and since they don't know where it is, they need to interrogate him. So Zarbon goes back, gets Vegeta's body, and brings it to Frieza's spaceship. On board, they have like rejuvenation chambers, which basically they put people in and they can be healed. So they put him in this medical tank, and once Vegeta is healed enough and he regains consciousness, he blasts a hole through the tank and through the spaceship and then pretends to escape. He tosses out the Dragon Balls and fools Frieza and Zarbon into thinking that he ran away, but he's actually staying and hiding on the spaceship. Yep. And then when Zarbon goes and looks for Vegeta, he takes the opportunity to fly away. And then Frieza is extremely angry and orders Zarbon to go get him immediately in an hour or face severe punishment.
Like death?
Yeah, probably. Death. Okay, so while this is going on, our little bald buddy Krillin has traveled with Dende to go over to the village elder. And so Guru. And so slide number 6 is Krillin. He is the eldest of the Namekians. And
why does the ball look so weird in that picture?
So the Dragon Balls on Namek are large. They're like beach ball sized. Yeah. The ones on Earth are only like, like baseball sized or whatever, softball. And these ones are big.
I see.
Yep. So it is revealed that if Guru dies, the Namekian Dragon Balls will also be gone forever, which would prevent them from being able to bring Yamcha, Piccolo, Tien, and Chaozu back to life, which obviously they want to do. Guru tells Krillin that he unfortunately does not have long to live. So they're going to have to get their crap figured out quickly if they want to do this. And then Guru puts his hand on Krillin's little bald head and he unlocks his potential. So he grants him access to the greater power that he had within himself, which is why he's kind of glowing in that picture.
If I shave my head, can someone touch me and show me my potential?
Maybe if you become like a monk, they might be able to give you some. Yeah, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a shot.
For sure.
Okay, so Guru realizes Krillin has a good heart. He gives him the Dragon Ball that he has in his possession so that at least Frieza won't be able to get all 7 of them. Bulma notices that a Dragon Radar is picking up a solitary Dragon Ball in an isolated place, and it turns out to be the one that Vegeta had hid underwater. And she sends Gohan to go get it. And then while returning to Bulma, Krillin's new power from his unlocked potential gets Vegeta's attention. And Vegeta also sees that Krillin has a Dragon Ball now. So things are kind of a mess. Vegeta's going after Krillin. Zarbon's going after Vegeta. And they're all about to converge. So Vegeta arrives as Krillin and Bulma get scared because Zarbon also arrives. So this whole train of people following Krillin arrives, and now they're about to have a problem. So it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, in all the notes that I was reading, it made it very clear that they wanted you to know that Bulma quickly finds herself attracted to Zarbon's appearance as the pretty boy.
Okay.
So she's fawning over him, and I guess it was very important for us to know that. So
totes important.
Yeah, now you know. And then Zarbon and Vegeta start fighting again, and then Zarbon is forced to transform into his ugly form, which is noted that he does not like to do because he loves beauty and, you know, looking good, so he hates having to do this.
See. Yep.
And then so Krillin and Bulma are kind of stuck on the sidelines, like, holy cow, what is going on here? While Vegeta and Zarbon fight. Since a Saiyan's power grows more after every near-death experience in battle, it turns out now that they healed Vegeta, he's stronger than he was before. And so he is able to fight and defeat Zarbon, even in his transformed state, by ramming his fist right up into his stomach, which is slide number 7.
Whoa.
Yep. So he gives him a nice bloody hole right in the middle of him.
That's kind of gross, man.
Yeah, there are some decent parts in Dragon Ball that have a little bit of gore. Some of it was a little censored for the anime too. Some of it they show even a little more than this in like the manga. Mm-hmm. Brutality.
Whoa.
Yep. So he rams his fist through his stomach, blasts him in the sky, and then basically Zarbon's remains land in the ocean, and he is dead.
Okay. Just like that.
Just like that. Vegeta is now in a good mood again because he's like, wow, I'm even stronger than I was before. I just killed Zarbon. My body count keeps going up, man. I'm a stud and whatnot. And so he decides to spare Bulma and Krillin as long as Krillin gives him the Dragon Ball. So he takes Krillin's Dragon Ball and leaves. He thinks he now has all 7 because he stole the ones from Frieza's ship. He has the hidden one, and he just now has this one from Krillin. So he's in a really good mood. As he flies back, he runs into Gohan, who, if you remember, is stealing Vegeta's other Dragon Ball that he had stashed away.
Mm-hmm.
So Gohan went to steal that. Gohan is able to trick Vegeta and keep the other Dragon Ball hidden and stolen from him. Oh, yeah, there's Gohan. That's a little ways down the line for Gohan.
Listen, it was only him as like a kid or pictures like this.
Okay. So I think
it's fine.
You'll be able to see at least one. Oh, yeah, I've got a couple pictures of him coming up later. So you'll see it.
I did this in the 1 minute before I started the Zoom call.
That's impressive. Why is there a weird blue corner in the corner of that one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so now they still have 1 Dragon Ball, and Vegeta only has 6. So then Krillin, Gohan, and Bulma go back into hiding, and they lay low.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And now Vegeta is pissed because now he only has 6. He's trying to find Gohan and Krillin, but they're hiding. he knows he can't face Frieza because Frieza is so powerful. And he comes to the conclusion that the best thing he can do is just to wait to find Krillin and Gohan and steal the Dragon Ball from them. So now he kind of goes into hiding as well. So group's laying low. Back at Frieza's army, they learn about Zarbon's death, and then they realize that Vegeta was more than they had bargained for. Frieza,
am I more than you bargained for? Yep. Yeah. I was like, wait, what's the next word?
Yeah. So
I've been dying to tell you anything you want to hear. Here, right? Because that's just who I am.
I think it's this year, right?
This year?
I thought. Okay. Who knows?
It's been a while.
It has been a while. So Frieza decides to summon his elite mercenary force that he uses when he's in trouble, or when people are just giving him kind of inconveniences. And that is the Ginyu Force, which is slide number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ginyu Force.
Ginyu Force. And they're this ragtag group of individuals, as you can see, of various shapes and colors. And they're all pretty powerful, actually.
It's like Space Jam.
It kind of is. They're kind of like grown up versions of the little aliens from Space Jam.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So while these rambunctious posers, they like to do poses, as you can see. While they arrive, Krillin takes Gohan to Guru to unlock his potential as well, so Gohan can get a little more power, just in case they have to fight. On the way back, they are found and confronted by Vegeta, and now Vegeta is kind of flipped a little bit. He knows that the Ginyu Force is here, and he knows how powerful they are. So he tells Gohan and Krillin, the only hope that we have of winning is if you let me use the Dragon Balls to become immortal. And then we can beat the Ginyu Force.
Because I could not stop for death, it kindly stopped for me.
Yes, but death doesn't really affect too many people in Dragon Ball long term, it seems.
Well, the next 2 lines are the carriage held but just ourselves and immortality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So the heroes agree to reluctantly pair with Vegeta for the time being because they realize they're in trouble with the Ginyu Force here. And it turns out that the dragon on Namek is allowed to grant 3 wishes instead of just 1.
Snap.
Yeah.
He's like the genie.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, awesome. We can revive our friends. We can give Vegeta power so we don't die. And we can, I think the last thing was to get Goku here so that we have a better chance. Or no, it was to bring back all the Namekians. And unfortunately, it is too late because Ginyu Force arrives and they steal the Dragon Balls. And Captain Ginyu flies off to give them to Frieza and leaves the rest of his team to deal with them.
How dare they?
So Ginyu is the purple one with horns. He is the captain. So just so you know. So then they, in true Dragon Ball fashion, they, of course, can't all fight at the same time because they like to go one-on-one and, you know, have pride and whatnot. So the little green guy, Goldo, is the first one.
That's what happened, Pride is.
Yep. He is the first one to fight. Vegeta knows a little bit about the Ginyu Force, so he warns Krillin and Gohan that, hey, this is going to be tough. They have special abilities. So we need to be on our toes. And Krillin and Gohan still cannot quite handle Goldo in a fight, even though he is the weakest Ginyu member. So they get backed into a corner, and Goldo's ability is a time skip. So he is able to freeze time momentarily while he holds his breath and then reposition himself in the fight so that he obviously has the advantage. So Krillin and Gohan can't quite deal with this. And Vegeta ends up having to step in to defeat Goldo, which is slide 9, which is actually directly from the manga. So you can see this sweet little action. This is Vegeta.
He lost his head.
Yeah, Vegeta beheads Goldo and then blows up the rest of his body. So he's a little brutal. He knows how powerful the Ginyu Force is, so he's like, any chance I'm getting to kill them, we are killing them outright.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So meanwhile, Ginyu delivers the Dragon Balls to Frieza, who makes his wish for immortality, but they can't get the Dragon Balls to work. They have them all summoned. For some reason, they won't work. And so Frieza wants to go confront the Elder to figure out why. They're like, hey, make these work. So Frieza sends his guru and Dende and goes to find them and interrogate them on how to use the Dragon Balls. And in the meantime, Ginyu stays to guard them. All right, so back with our other friends. The next one up to fight them is Raccoon, who is the big humanoid-looking one with red hair.
We're on the next one? Okay.
Yeah, you can go to the next slide. That's him after being a little damaged in battle, but you get the idea. He's a big boy.
Why are they all so dramatic? He's like doing this thingy with his hands. I can't. Yeah.
They're very flamboyant, the Ginyu Force. You know, they're a special type of people. So they do things in a weird way. So they all have a screw loose, maybe, is what you could say.
Okay, sure. Or several.
And Vegeta decides to fight Raccoon alone. And throughout this battle, Vegeta has his ups and downs. He's able to kind of keep up with him. And he even surprises Raccoon a few times with some attacks. But as the battle goes on, Raccoon gains the upper hand. Vegeta is wasting a lot of energy and stamina, and he's not doing a lot of damage. He ends up getting beaten severely. So in a last-ditch effort, he gives like this huge energy blast and hits Raccoon with it. Raccoon is left basically unharmed, and you can see the only thing that really happened to him was they blew his armor off and messed up his hair a little bit. So that was the only thing. Krillin and Gohan step in and save Vegeta from Raccoon so they can keep him alive. So that's nice of them. See, they're kind of starting to work as a team at this point.
He kind of looks like Chucky from the Rugrats, got really beefy and then got in a fight and is posing really hard.
Like Chucky on Rugrats took steroids for about 10 years.
Yeah.
He got real big.
I mean, look at those quads.
Oh, yeah, dude. Mega quads. He's big. Okay. So then Raccoon shifts his focus to Gohan and Krillin. He confronts Krillin.
Whoa. This guy's got murder on the brain.
He's killing it, dude. And he kicks Krillin and cripples him. So now we're having
this
problems.
Kid can't win, you know?
No, Krillin has a rough go of it sometimes. Gohan is now
sometimes, like every Dragon Ball Z episode we've done, something has happened to Krillin.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of happened to everyone though. He didn't die at least in the last one. Gohan is the only one left standing in their little scuffle right now, and he's mad because Krillin's hurt. He begins to fight Raccoon. He puts up a little bit of a battle, but he also does not do any damage because they're both weaker than Vegeta, unfortunately. Then Raccoon jumps in and breaks Gohan's neck and spine, and Gohan is left on the brink of death.
Jeez.
Yep. In the distance, a Capsule Corporation spaceship is seen as it lands on the planet. You might recall Capsule Corporation is Bulma's parents' scientific research facility.
Oh, I totally remembered that.
I thought so. I was just letting you know. Yeah, I figured you did.
Yeah.
But the Warriors don't know who has arrived. But, of course, who else could it be but Goku? So Goku is finally here. He arrives on Namek, and he rushes to Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta, and he gives them the remaining sensu beans he has. And if you remember the little green sensu beans, they are kind of a majestic, mythical food that is able to fully heal anyone that eats them. And there's only like one plant on Earth that is kept up in basically Kami's lookout, which is like the God's Tower. And they grow them there, and they agreed to give Goku some for his fight. So he gives them to all of them, and then they're all healed. And Gohan and Krillin are even surprised when he heals Vegeta. But he knows that they're going to need Vegeta in the long term if they want a chance. Goku then effortlessly defeats Raccoon in one blow, which you can see on 11. And Raccoon's looking a little extra beefy in that picture, but he has considerably less teeth as well.
Another reason why he looks like Chucky from Rugrats.
That's a good point. He's like devolving into him right now.
Yeah, it's like the Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
He goes on after his career in Dragon Ball to become Chucky Finster in Rugrats.
Nice recall on the last name.
Thanks, man. Sometimes I got it. Sometimes. Okay. So, and this is a lot thanks to the training that Goku was able to do on the ship on the way here. Since it's Bulma's parents, they have very advanced technology. So there's like a training room on the ship. There's like a gravity simulation where he can like train in, like 100 times gravity if he wants to and do all this crazy stuff. So Krillin and Gohan and Vegeta are all like, holy cow, you're like ripped and whatever. You beat Raccoon in one hit. You're crazy.
So much muscles.
So much muscle.
You can't really see my muscles when I flex, but that's fine.
They're in there. Trust us.
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple. That's all. Okay. So then moving on to slide 12. Now that Raccoon has come down, Berter and Jice are the last two remaining Ginyu Force members here with them. There's obviously Captain Ginyu in another location. So that is the blue and red guy on slide 12. So now they decide to work together to attack Goku. Goku is not concerned about them at all, and they can't really figure out why, because his power level is reading at just 5,000 for some reason on their little scouters. So they're like, dude, you're weak. Why are you so confident? But it's likely that he's obviously hiding his power level. Yep.
He's bluffing.
He is bluffing. He's doing a big bluff. So those two members of the Ginyu Force. What?
That really sounds like you said he's doing a big blunt.
A big blunt. Goku's blazing it on planet Namek, getting ready for his fight.
Yeah.
That's a very different story of Dragon Ball, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. But one that needs to be told.
Right. They are stunned at Goku's abilities. And while Vegeta is the only one that senses something has changed in Goku, and he wonders if Goku has become the legendary Super Saiyan.
Oh, snap. Is there like one told in Legends? Kind of like in The Witcher?
Kind of,
Season
yes.
2, where there's like that, Siri is the,
Yeah, I forget what they call her, but she's like the prophesized weapon or whatever.
The warrior who kills everyone or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alerts for Witcher again.
That was very vague spoilers. I didn't know what the words were. So really it makes no sense out of context.
Perfect. That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put like a spoiler warning on
I
the
did
last
see that.
episode. It was like 8 minutes. I was like, oh.
Like, okay, maybe we identify that. So to touch back on that, so the Saiyan race as a whole have heard rumblings of a legendary warrior that would be birthed in their race that would become, quote, the legendary Super Saiyan, being the most powerful they've ever seen.
So really, Goku is just Superman.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, there are many parallels to the Superman story and Goku's story. But obviously Goku doesn't know any Saiyan lore because he didn't even know he was Saiyan at first. So Vegeta's the only one knowing this. And
he didn't even know what he was saying.
He didn't. There's the obligatory Saiyan joke. It's got to be one in every Dragon Ball episode.
Yeah. And it's got to be bad.
Got to be. I mean, it's hard to make it good. So
yeah. I'm really cold and I'm trying to hold out.
Trying to hold out?
Yeah. I don't know why my heater's not running. Like the
Oh,
window was open all day and it's set to 65, and I definitely feel like it's colder than 65 in here.
probably. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine though.
So
I'm burning more calories because I'm trying to stay warm.
that's true.
Yeah, that'll make up for the raspberry flavored Kit Kat that I ate and everything.
Yeah. Okay. So Vegeta's the only one that knows about this Super Saiyan thing in this little group right now. So he's kind of thinking to himself, he's like, oh, okay.
Because he grew up with the lore.
Correct.
And the stories.
He did.
And his parents read him legendary hero books every night before he went to bed.
Knowing the Saiyan race, I'm not so sure that's true, but that is a nice,
that's true.
That's a nice
canon.
depiction. It's canon.
It's canon. Yeah.
Take Kendra's word for it.
I didn't say that they did it nicely. They could have like been screaming at him while he was trying to go to bed, but it happened, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Berter and Jice continue to fight against Goku, but Goku is effortlessly kind of putting them down. He dodges all their attacks, basically no effort. He sneaks up behind Berter, Mr. Blue, and on slide 13, he's able to give him a swift kick to the back and pretty much shatter all of his armor. This makes him outraged because Berter claims to be the fastest being in the universe, but clearly he isn't. So they combine their efforts, Berter and Jice, but they still aren't able to hit Goku. Goku dodges their hits and knocks Berter out. He doesn't kill him because Goku's a little too nice. And Jice is the only member standing now. Goku mercifully tells Jice that he should choose to leave the planet instead of staying here. Jice takes the offer and leaves the battlefield and leaves his comrades behind. But Vegeta is not so nice. Vegeta does not hesitate. He kills the blue Berter while he's unconscious to end him by crushing his neck, so kind of brutally. And then he also kills the defeated Raccoon, who was also passed out by blowing him up. And at this point, Vegeta tells Goku that he is far too soft to actually be a Super Saiyan. So Jice arrives to Frieza's spaceship and tells Captain Ginyu of their losses. Ginyu is angered over the death of his men and flies to the battlefield to exact revenge.
Snap.
Yep. Back at the battlefield, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, they are discussing what they should do next. Vegeta is concerned that Frieza has been able to make his wish since he has the Dragon Balls, but they don't know it didn't work for him. But Krillin points out that Frieza has not made his wish yet because the sky would have turned black and the dragon would have appeared. They sense that Frieza is approaching Grand Elder Guru, which confirms Goku's suspicion that they do need a password to open up like the power of the Dragon Balls, and they don't have it, obviously. Yep. Captain Ginyu sees that Goku's power rating is 5,000, but he knows that Goku is hiding his true power, which he believes could be anywhere from 60 to 90,000. So these numbers are starting to get a little ridiculous here.
We're a donkey donk in the honky tonk.
Yeah. And so then the battle against Ginyu soon commences. Goku and Vegeta fight against Captain Ginyu and Jice. Vegeta, though, kind of taking a step back in his slightly evil ways, flees the scene and leaves Goku to fend for himself. So he wants to go get the password for the Dragon Balls because that is still his goal. So now the fight between Goku and Ginyu commences. So slide 14, you can see they're starting to trade blows. Goku's very flexible, so that's always fun. Captain Ginyu attacks an unguarded Goku, elbows him right in the face. They continue fighting. They are equally matched, but in another Dragon Ball trope, they are both hiding their true power and feeling each other out. So they're kind of just sparring at this point.
Like fencing.
Pretty much. Captain Ginyu wants to expose Goku's true power, but Goku does not want to show him. They pause. Ginyu formally introduces himself with a pose, like is customary in the Ginyu Force. Goku replicates the pose and says that it is a silly waste of time to pose like that. Ginyu, this makes Ginyu very angry.
Mhm.
So they continue fighting. I just thought that was another funny note that they included in some of their descriptions. Poses are silly. Meanwhile, Vegeta flies over to Frieza's spaceship first and kills all of Frieza's men that were guarding the ship. But he can't find the Dragon Balls, which Frieza's men have hidden in a hole that they dug in the ground. So they're like going straight pirate treasure strategy right now. Bury it in the ground, hide it, don't think about it. As he cleans himself up, he decides to wait for someone to uncover the balls, kill them, and then he will make his wish. But he still also does not know the password yet. Okay.
Do you think the password was just password 1?
No, unfortunately, it is kind of a cheesy password once we get there, but it is a spoken password.
Well, you could speak password 1.
You could. That is true. That would really throw him off. Okay. So Captain Ginyu and Goku continue their fight. They're still evenly matched. Jeice, standing in the background, fires an attack at Goku. Goku dodges it, but leaves himself open to be caught by Ginyu. And so he takes an attack. Jeice urges Captain Ginyu to break his back, but Ginyu lets Goku go. Ginyu threatens Jeice with death if he interferes again. So he's like, this is my fight, you stay out of it. Another very Dragon Ball thing. Ginyu then tells Goku that he wants to see his true power. He's like, hey, I want to fight you correctly. I just spared you. I could have hurt you pretty bad right there, and I did. And so Goku decides to comply, and he performs his Kaioken, which Kaioken. And you can see a picture of that on slide 15. Ginyu is shocked to find that Goku's power is 180,000 in his Kaioken form. So now even Captain Ginyu is questioning whether Goku could be a Super Saiyan or not. Because Frieza's army also knows of this lore, because Frieza is secretly afraid of a Super Saiyan emerging.
Why is he secretly afraid?
Because he doesn't want people to know that, hey, I'm scared of a potential Super Saiyan. You know, he doesn't want to look like a weak leader.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, Frieza finally arrives to Guru's palace, and the Namekian named Nail is waiting for him. We haven't met him yet. I'll show you a picture of him later, and you don't need to remember him. It's okay. All right. Nail refuses to talk about the password. All of a sudden, Namekian warriors swarm Frieza. Nail tells them to leave, but they refuse. Frieza kills all of them easily. Sad day. Nail fights Frieza in a remote location. It is obvious Nail has no chance, but he is just stalling for time for Dende to get the password to the good guys. So now that Captain Ginyu has seen Goku's true power, he realizes he can't defeat him. Basically, he's like, shoot, I am in trouble. This is a problem. He's way stronger than I thought. Ginyu resorts to trickery. Ginyu immediately drives his fist into his own chest, severely wounding himself. This obviously leaves Goku confused and being like, dude, what the heck are you doing?
I'm confused too.
Exactly. Goku can only watch as Ginyu suddenly shoots a beam out of his mouth. Upon impact, the beam sends Goku's consciousness into Ginyu's body and vice versa. So Captain Ginyu has used his signature move, body swap, body change, and he switches bodies with Goku. Ginyu and Jeice leave for Frieza's ship while in the process of leaving Goku to die in Ginyu's wounded body.
How dare he?
So slide number 16 is Ginyu using his body change move. You can see
that looks really weird.
Yeah. He put a hole in his own chest so that when Goku came over to his body, he would be severely injured. So Goku's in a bad spot. A lot of people on Namek are in a bad spot. But if you want to hear what happens next time, you'll just have to tune in for the next episode, man.
Oh, wow. But not next week's episode.
Not next week's episode.
Some episode in the future.
Yep, for our ongoing Dragon Ball.
We're totally planned out here with this podcast.
I totally knew what podcast topic I was doing, a week ago, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's okay. I picked next week's topic literally 5 minutes before I sent you that link because I couldn't decide because all the stuff I wanted to do, I couldn't find.
Yeah. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to have to drive into my own memory. We left at the body change, basically. So I should be able to reuse these notes for the next episode.
For sure, man. Look at that.
Look at that. I already basically made 2 episodes. Man, this is efficient.
Ask me some cues.
Okay, some questions. Oh, shoot. I might have to add a couple because we didn't get very far.
That's fine.
Okay, first one. Can you name 3 characters that Vegeta defeats throughout?
Oh, that he kills?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's so many. He kills one of the ones that starts with a D, but I think one of the ones that starts with a D is a good guy and one is a bad guy.
Oh, Dende is the good guy.
So he kills Dodoria?
Yes, he does kill Dodoria.
That's all I have.
That's all you have?
I can't remember. There's too many names.
I mean, he's basically the killing blow for everyone up till now.
Yeah, but you've said so many.
Okay.
It's all just like mushed in my brain.
All right.
Name some people that he killed.
Okay. Zarbon.
Oh, yeah, Zarbon.
I would have accepted QE, even though that was like kind of from the backstory.
See, I already forgot about.
Yep. And then he also did in Goldo. And then he delivers the final blow to both Raccoon and Burger after Goku knocks them out.
Yeah. See, you said too many, and then I got them all confused in my brain.
I tried to do a little bit of color associations with like blue birder, but it is a lot of information. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the force that arrives to help Frieza get the Dragon Balls? You're almost there.
Was that Ginyu?
It was Ginyu. It is the Ginyu
But wasn't
Force.
That also a person?
It is Captain Ginyu, and he commands the Ginyu Force.
Okay, I almost thought too hard about that one.
So this should be fresh in your mind. What is Captain Ginyu's special ability?
He switches body swap.
Correct. So the other member of the Ginyu Force that they previously fought was named Goldo, the little green guy. What was his special ability?
That was a long time ago. A little green guy?
Mm-hmm. If you go back to look on slide
2,
8, and 9.
Oh.
The green guy with the Ginyu Force, not the Namekian boy.
I don't remember what his was.
No, we lost Kendra somewhere along the way.
Yeah. What's it kind of like?
What it's kind of like?
Yeah.
It artificially makes him very fast.
Don't know.
He freezes time.
Oh. I don't think I remember.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, and I was gonna throw in.
I also have had to pee like the whole episode, so we'll blame that on this, even though I'm always like this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I had a lot of beverages today.
The last one I will ask is hopefully it'll start driving it in your memory. I think I asked you in a previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the move that Goku uses? And you can see it on slide 15.
Kaioken.
Good job, Kaioken.
I had to get that at some point.
Yes. Okay, we finally driven Kaioken into your memory.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So should we introduce our new segment?
Let's introduce the new segment. How exciting!
We're gonna call it Letters from Greta.
Letters from Greta. Yeah,
it is an email, but Letters from Greta just kind of flows.
Sounds pretty good.
A lot better than emails from Greta.
Yes.
Yeah. So we received some fan mail.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. It's how would you describe it?
It seems to be a person that is in an odd situation, but has access to our podcast and enjoys listening to it.
Yes, it's true.
She wanted to let us know that from her unique living circumstances that she would like us to take a quiz this week.
Yeah. Should we read the letter?
I think we can only do the letter justice if we read it in its entirety.
Okay. Would you like me to read it?
I can read it if you want. I just have to pull it up.
Okay. I mean, I already have it open, so.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. All right. This is written from Greta. It is her words. So we'll just okay. Hello, Kendra and Scott. I am tiny woman named Greta. I live in a pantry of an unsuspecting homosexual couple. Yes, I understand the irony because it is like a closet. Their pantry, though, is very warm and they buy delicious snacks from the Whole of Foods. I most like the stuffed olives.
Very nice.
I listen to your podcast every week and it makes me less sad when people throw potatoes at me when I leave gay couple's house.
That's good.
They choose not to tell them I live there. Instead, I get potatoes.
Oh.
What a cruel world. Anyway, I very much like when you talk about the Jim Carrey man and the games, which are videos that you play. I do not know how this works, but I like to imagine. I have a request of you and your podcast that would make potato beatings less bleak. One of my favorite episodes is when you spoke of the magical boy Hattie Potty and did quizzes on your knowledge of this boy.
Nice.
Or the quiz on Danny and Chutney from Dune. Can you please do another quiz like this? I am linking a quiz that I would find quite humorous for you to take. Thank you for reading this and considering it. My potato plight miserably continues. I must now go consume the cream cheese frosting for sustenance. Greta.
Signed off, Greta. Well, Greta, we really appreciate your email. I mean, that is quite a situation you have found yourself in.
Yeah, and I really hope that you're, presumably using like a Microsoft Zune to access the pod. Somehow made like a Spudnut antenna out of the potatoes.
Yeah.
To turn the Zune into also like kind of a mini tablet.
Wow.
That can also download the podcast episodes through the potato roots, presumably.
That's a very advanced system.
Yes.
Greta, you'll have to let us know also what your roots come from. What's your nationality? I read this and I feel like it's some form of like Russian or something, but I can't be sure. I mean, I'm just curious about what your background is.
I had a student once that was named Greta, I think, who was maybe from Finland or
like Ukraine,
Norway or somewhere over there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, Greta, we will happily take your quiz. We really hope that your life in the closet gets a little better, and hopefully some of those potatoes are a little softer when they throw them at you. I just can't imagine.
Get a nice like mashed potato or twice baked, maybe.
Ooh, yeah. And then you might have a little snack right after that.
Yeah. And I mean, if you have cream cheese frosting, like you could put cream cheese on a potato, so maybe the frosting wouldn't be like terrible.
Yeah. It's something. It's something.
Know.
So the quiz that Greta sent us is called Which Melancholy Vegetable Matches Your Personality? Are you more of a contemplative onion or a wistful carrot? Let's find out.
Let's find it.
All right.
All right. Which part of this tray would you least like to eat? And that is probably the one with the cauliflower, even though I like carrots.
Yeah, I do like carrots. I do like cauliflower, but I do think I would eat everything else on here first. There's some snow peas, some broccoli, some tomatoes.
And on like a raw vegetable tray, you know that the cauliflower is going to be last.
That's probably
true. One thing if it's cooked, but like.
So I will agree with Kendra on that one. I'm going to have to go cauliflower.
Next question is, how far do you want your vegetables to be from ranch dressing? So in the first image, it's like zoomed up.
Right next to
really
it.
Close, yeah. And the next two kind of look the same, maybe just like barely different.
Yeah.
It's like middle range. And then the fourth option is very far away. So I think, try to eat healthy. I don't want the ranch all up in my face.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might actually pick the second to the end because most of the time I just eat the vegetables plain.
Okay, very, very good.
Yeah.
I on the other hand, I do enjoy ranch. It is unhealthy, unfortunately.
You want the ranch in your face.
I want the ranch in my face. I'm going as close as I can to the ranch.
Sam, you've been living with Cheyenne for too long.
I know it's a problem.
If you were to parachute onto the field below, where would you try to land? Okay,
that's an interesting.
I feel like, do you try to land in the shrubs so that it's softer?
No, I think that's a
then
rookie
you'd get
mistake.
all tangled up. Yeah.
Some of those shrubs might hurt.
The one on the right seems to have the most grass visible.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe I'll pick that one.
I'm going to go bottom right-hand corner because I see that brown strip and I'm like, that's a perfect landing strip for me. I'm going right in the middle of that. Yep.
I want to get some grass stains on my butt.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, that was it?
That was it. Hey, we made it to the end of the... So, okay, Kendra, what is yours?
I got the dissatisfied turnip.
Oh, I got the same thing.
Says,
dang it.
Oh, what? We picked different. Did we pick different answers on everything except the first one?
Yeah.
That's dumb. I lack the structural integrity to support the weight of my favorite dip.
Oh, man.
I picked like you know what? BuzzFeed, your quiz has holes in it, man.
Holes. They have holes.
Everyone has a potato.
I did run through and answer slightly differently, and I do get a different answer. So I don't know how we ended up getting the same one.
Yeah, that is weird because we picked. I don't know. I feel like 2 out of the 3 were different. It shouldn't be the same.
Yeah. So I just did
Nathan Pyle. How dare you?
Yeah. So I chose this one. I chose the yellow tomatoes and the snow peas as I would not eat. Mm-hmm. I did a medium version of the ranch distance. Mm-hmm. And I did the more grassy field, and I ended up with the pensive broccoli.
Oh,
and the only thing describing it says the disappearing bees.
Wow.
Yeah,
very insightful.
Very, yes. So that was an interesting quiz, Greta. We appreciate the request. Hopefully, we'll hear from you in the future if you have any more weird quizzes or anything else you would like to send to us.
Yeah. And also, let us know if we can help. Like maybe you need an iPod or something instead of a Zune. I don't know.
And maybe I can send you a few rubles so you're not having to live in a closet. Maybe you can upgrade to like, I don't know. What was an upgrade from that? Maybe like a master bedroom closet?
Oh.
Yeah. It's got some more space.
And if Scott ever gets his 3D printer, he can 3D print you some potato resistant armor.
Ooh, yeah. It'll just bounce off you.
We just need to know your size. Because if you live, in a pantry, like I'm thinking maybe like gnome or size maybe, or
yeah.
Just a small little lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least it's warm. It sounds like that's at least a good thing you got going for you there.
Mm-hmm. But please, write us again, and we're recording 2 at a time, so it might be a couple weeks before the people hear from you. But we would like to stay informed on your situation.
Yeah, please give us updates on how things are going at the unsuspecting homosexual couple's house. I mean, I think
and tell us more about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're dying to hear more. I mean, this situation doesn't come very often, I might say.
We want 5 more minutes of this.
I do. I would love it. If this were a movie, I would watch it.
Oh, yeah. It'd be at 11 out of 10. Easy.
Oh, wow. Kendra scale.
Yeah. But anyways, please let us know. And if anyone else wants to send us fan mail, we could do letters from. Say your name. Sing your name. Like I'm perfect. But yeah, I think for now this concludes today's segment of Letters from Greta.
Letters from Greta. Thank
you. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
I just thought about this randomly as I was driving around earlier. I've been listening to a lot of the band Ice Nine Kills. They have unique songs because most of their songs are based on horror movies. So I've been really rocking out to the one that's inspired by Resident Evil. It's called Rainy Day. So give that a listen if you haven't. They have tons of other ones for all the movies you can think of. Scream, Halloween, The Crow, It's pretty fun. So yeah, give it a thought.
Check them out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug my dice shop
Nice.
or my dice Instagram account because I've got a giveaway going on and it ends the 21st, which is this Friday. So if you're listening to this and it's Thursday or it's Friday morning, it ends at midnight Pacific time on Friday. So you can enter to win a free set of dice.
Get on it, people.
At the Broken Bow Dice Shop.
There you go. Nice.
And I think we'll wrap this one up so that I can go to the bathroom, make coffee, and put on a warmer shirt before we do the next episode.
There we go. The next one's going to be a real treat. You better tune in.
Oh, yeah. Also, we decided to actually start using our Patreon, but we need patrons to actually use it. So you can find our Patreon at patreon.com/5mmpod. I added that in there so that it would be easier to find. And we've got 3 tiers. We've got $2 tier, $3 tier, $5 tier. You can get cool stuff, interact with us, give us a reason to keep doing this. Because we don't get paid.
We don't make any money out of this. Between Kendra and I each week, we're probably taking anywhere from 15 to 18 hours of, our time combined to put this effort on. So anything's appreciated.
Yeah. And we've got jobs and side hustles.
Exactly.
But yeah, so you can check that out. We also made a Facebook group that we can put people in once we have people to put in it. Because right now it's just us.
Yeah.
You can also check out our website at bit.ly/5mmpod. We've only posted one blog post so far because we don't have time, but we'll post a second one at some point.
Yeah.
And I did all of our socials are linked there. The Patreon is linked there. There's no pictures of us yet, really, because we haven't seen each other in a few weeks, but it'll be there eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so you can check those out. You can follow us on our social medias at 5MMPOD on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You can tweet or do anything on any app about the show using hashtag 5MMPOD. And I've been trying to post on TikTok again more regularly. It's just a whole extra step, but we're getting there. So you can check out all of our reels. I try to pick the things that are funny, unless I feel rushed and stuff. Then sometimes it's just whatever. Because I gotta click through the video. But yeah, so you can check us out, like our stuff, leave comments, ask us questions, follow us. And you can find our show wherever you listen to podcasts. Please like and subscribe, and download our episodes and leave us a review or a rating so that we get more visibility.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah, give us a little traction.
Yeah, and you can send us an email if you want your letters to be featured on our show to 5FIVE more minutes pod at gmail.com. And of course, don't forget to share us with your friends and family, your family who are more like friends and family, and your friends who are your family.
Yeah. All right. Well, you covered everything pretty well, so I think we're going to clock out till next time.
All right, we're saluting out.
See you.
Bye.